Hi Libra, welcome to your love reading for the week of November 26th through December 9th. This is Elizabeth from channelguidance.com. I am doing bi-weekly love readings for the month of December. This is just my Christmas gift to you. There's a possibility that I may continue to do bi-weekly readings instead of monthly readings, but we will see what happens. Now, I'm going to do these readings exactly the way I do the monthly readings, with a couple exceptions. I will pull one card from the Enchanted Map, and then I will leave you with one card from the Whispers of Love. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with the reading. This is for confirmation, but first let's get you 9 cards from this deck. This is the love reading for the sign of Libra from November 26th through December 9th. The first card you have, Libra, is the World. Love reading for the sign of Libra from November 26th through December 9th. The Ace of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Libra from November 26th through December 9th. The Nine of Cups. The Sun. Queen of Pentacles. Love reading for the sign of Libra, November 26th through December 9th. Strength. The Page of Cups. And the Five of Wands. Okay, so another thing I'm doing different is that I'm going to pull the main energy, but I'm not going to go to the bottom of the deck. I'm just going to focus on your energy. What is the most important message that the sign of Libra needs to hear for these 2 weeks? The Four of Swords. So this is a time where you really need to give yourself some space and some time to think about your love life, to think about your marriage, to think about relationships, or this might be a time where you're being asked to wait. This is a card of retreating. So we will come back to this card to see how it ties in with the rest of the reading. But first, let's start with the top row. So in top row, you have the World, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Ten of Pentacles. So this really kind of feels like, you know, your luck is finally changing. The World. I feel like you may have recently ended a relationship, ended a marriage. The World is the last card of the major arcana, and it represents endings. Just things that naturally play themselves out. It's an ending that leads to a new beginning, and you literally have a new beginning right here. So I feel like for some of you, you may have just, you know, left a relationship or left a marriage, and you're starting over. And this new beginning for you, it comes with a lot of blessings because you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is unexpected blessings just kind of falling into your lap. So this could be, you know, that you recently left a relationship or a marriage, and you just happen to meet the perfect person. And you do have the Ten of Pentacles here, which this can be a marriage, this can be a very committed, stable relationship, or like I said, or a marriage. But it could also be for those who are coupled, you're still together. The World can mean that, you know, you're finally turning the page in maybe a very negative, unhealthy cycle in your relationship. Because the main energy was telling me that, you know, now somebody needed some space, somebody needed some time, maybe even some time to heal. I feel like that is finally happening with the World. It's like you're finally moving on from a really difficult phase, and you're starting over. You and your partner are starting over with the Ace of Pentacles. This is a relationship that takes a turn for the better very unexpectedly. And again, if you are married, this is a really positive sign for you because it tells me that your marriage is strong. The Ten of Pentacles represents stability and abundance. It is marriage and it is children. So it's like your children are keeping you together. You are leaving the difficult times behind you. The second row here, you've got the Nine of Cups, the Sun, and the Queen of Pentacles. So you have the Nine of Cups, which represents your hopes and wishes. This is the wish card. So there is positive energy literally here with the Sun, the major arcana. There is literally positive energy around what you most want. So for some of you, it can be an earth sign. That's what you most want or who you most want. So Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. This could be, you know, someone that you're really attracted to, someone that you're in love with, someone that you want to notice you. It could be that that happens for you November 26th through December 9th, or maybe even after that. There's just, you know, happiness. The Nine of Cups also represents happiness, and the Sun is positive energy. This is success. So there is success around an earth sign or someone who is in that energy. It could also be for those who are coupled. Perhaps the Queen of Pentacles represents your spouse. It could even represent you if you have a moon or rising sign in that element. There is just positive energy around something that you're really kind of hoping, for. Something where you're just kind of crossing your fingers to see a certain outcome. You have two cards here, not just one, but two, telling you that you're not only going to be successful, but you're going to be immensely happy with the Nine of Cups. This is a card of almost being giddy because you have everything that you wanted and more. And again, a lot of happiness. This is you just radiating happiness around something positive has changed in your love life, and I was already getting that from the world. And this could be tied to someone who is an earth sign. Now down here you have Strength, the Page of Cups, and the Five of Wands. So I feel like here, you know, there could be some communication that, you know, that has to happen. You have the Page of Cups. The pages represent communication, and I feel like, you know, this could be a really difficult conversation with your partner. Perhaps, you know, it is time to turn the page and it is time for happiness and stability, but this tells me there has to be kind of, you know, a heart-to-heart conversation that is not easy because it's surrounded by difficult cards. So it's either, you know, that someone's reaching out to you and it's just, you know, it's a struggle, because I mean, you have the Five of Wands. It's a struggle and they're having to be really strong to reach out to you, or perhaps you're the one who's reaching out to someone. Either way, this is a heart-to-heart conversation. This is somebody kind of talking about their innermost feelings. This is someone wearing their heart on their sleeve. But there is some type of like struggle here. I'm even getting that for some of you, someone could be holding back. They want to tell you what they're feeling, how they're feeling, but they're fighting something within themselves. There's a struggle going on here with the Five of Wands. There could also have been a really bad fight where someone is reaching out to you to apologize. And again, the Strength card, you know, whatever this communication is about, they're asking you to be strong. And I do kind of get the feeling, because of the Five of Wands, that it could be someone from the past, you know, maybe where things ended really badly. Maybe there was a really ugly argument. They're asking you to not be angry with the Strength card. This is about coming from a higher place, not lashing out at someone, not getting angry. But I see some type of like difficult energy here, a struggle or fight. But again, it's like somebody is trying to communicate with you. Somebody is trying to tell you how they really feel. Perhaps it is someone that even took some time to themselves to figure things out. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more confirmation from the same deck. What other messages are there for the sign of Libra from November 26th through December 9th? You have the Ten of Wands, which is really strange because the sign before you, which was, I'm trying to think of what sign that was, they had the same card in the exact same place. So that would be your Virgo. No, it would be Virgo. Sorry. It would be Virgo. So again, if your significant other is a Virgo, you may want to look at that reading, because the Ten of Wands was like in the same exact place, which is really weird. The Queen of Wands. And the Ten of Swords. I'm going to put it right here over the Queen of Pentacles so you can see it. So, you know, what I see here is, you know, again, this card threw me off because I just saw this for the previous sign. I just saw it for Virgo. And, you know, this is the energy of someone being like really tired and just, you know, exhausted. They are exhausted. And you have the Ten of Wands and the Ten of Swords with the Queen of Wands right in the middle. So it could be that someone is like sick and tired of some type of difficult energy with a fire sign. Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, male or female, sun, moon, or rising. This is someone that is about to snap. This is someone that is about to give up regarding a fire sign. This can even be you if you have a moon or a rising sign in that element. these two cards, you know, it's like somebody's getting ready to just wrap it up. And I feel like for some of you, you might be ready to do that. I mean, that's not going to apply to everyone, but I mean, you started off with the World, which is pretty significant because that's a major arcana and it represents an ending. And now you get 2 10s. I'm sorry, you have like 1, 2, 3 10s right here. 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Wands, 10 of Swords. So I feel like this time period on November 26th to December 9th is a time of endings. And for some of you, you may really want to end some, you know, relationship. This may not be a marriage, but this could be, you know, a relationship where you're just exhausted of making excuses for someone. Maybe you're tired of being cheated on, lied to, betrayed. It's just like someone here is, like I said, about to snap. They just can't take it anymore. And with this energy that I see down here, this is, you know, really difficult energy in a relationship. This is fighting. This is bickering, taking shots at each other, pettiness, ugliness. And for some of you, this is a fire sign and you're sick and tired of it with the 10 of Wands. You feel drained from all of this drama. And this is just telling you, like, move on, move on. So for some of you, this is a general reading, so use your intuition, you know, is it time for you to move on? For some of you, this can be moving on from, you know, the drama and the negative energy. Again, the World can mean that you're moving away from that difficult time in your marriage or in your relationship. Because you do have the Sun in this reading, which is telling me that there is going to be a positive outcome. There's success. You also have the 9 of Wands right here, which is telling me that your hopes and wishes are manifesting. They're coming true. There is some type of new beginning here that, you know, brings a lot of happiness. Either, you know, a new relationship that leads to marriage or some type of new beginning in your marriage or relationship. Okay, so let's move on to the second deck. What other messages are there for the sign of Libra, November 26th through December 9th? We have the 8 of Swords, the Star. That's kind of interesting that you have the Star right next to the 9 of Cups, because they both represent hopes and wishes, and they're side by side, which I think is pretty significant. Okay, what other message is there for the sign of Libra for November 26th to December 9th? The Emperor. I'm just going to put it here so you can see it. And the main energy from this deck, what is the most important message that Libra needs to hear from this deck for this time period? Temperance. This is telling you to be really patient. Be really patient about how things work out. Be really patient. Maybe even, you know, with this relationship that I see, you know, that is strained with the 10 of Wands. I'm just bringing it up for you. Someone that is getting ready to snap, to really just kind of give up on a relationship. Because I do see happiness, you know, here and in the Sun. So for some of you, this is telling you to be patient with someone. Maybe even with someone who is taking some time to figure things out. Temperance is also telling you that you will heal. This is a healing energy. You will heal. But it is asking you to kind of stay low-key. Don't do anything crazy. Don't do anything extreme. So these 3 cards that I pulled for you, we're going to focus on the 8 of Swords, the Star, and the Emperor. So for some of you, you know, you may feel like your love life is completely out of your hands. You may feel trapped. You know, you may feel like you can't manifest the love that you want with the 8 of Swords. Yet, these 2 cards tell me a different story. The Star is telling me that what you most want is practically in your hands. I mean, that's pretty significant that you have, let me just move the Emperor here, the 9 of Cups right next to it. So what you want, whatever that is, whether it's a specific person, or, you know, you just want to get married, you want 2018 to be the year that you find your life partner. But you kind of feel powerless in making that happen because every day is a disaster. Everyone you meet is a disaster. They're telling me that this is happening. Your hopes and wishes are coming true wherever it is that you feel trapped. Or it could be that you feel trapped and, you know, that your partner is just not behaving. They're not being themselves. Something has changed. This is where you come in as the Emperor. You are the Emperor. The Emperor is taking control of his love life. So, you know, this reading is kind of telling me there's some things going on in your relationships. For some of you, there could have been someone that asked for some space. You know, the main energy from the first deck. Someone could have moved out. Someone could have told you they need time to figure things out. You may be having to wait for someone. You may need, you know, to heal a marriage or relationship. your hopes and wishes are manifesting, but this tells me that you have a huge part to play in this. This means that you've got to take control of your love life. So for some of you, this can really mean that you're hearing out this Page of Cups. You know, you're really listening to what they have to say. So this could be, you know, they're explaining, you know, why things have changed or why there have been arguments, what's been draining the relationship. This is a heart-to-heart conversation. But like I said, it is surrounded by difficult energy, the Strength card and the Five of Wands. So the month, sorry, not the month, November 26th to December 9th is a time where you really have to take control of what you most want. I mean, the Star and the Nine of Cups there. Wow. It's whatever you most want, the ball's in your court. What are you going to do about it? You're not helpless here, because you might kind of feel like I'm totally helpless. There's nothing I can do about what I most want or who I most want. I'm helpless. There's nothing I can do. There is. Think about what that might be, because lots of happiness surrounds you, and I see that in this reading. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is I'm going to pull a card from the Enchanted Map. What message is there for the sign of Libra for November 26th to December 9th? What message is there for the sign of Libra for December 26th through December 9th? Okay, so what I'm going to do again is I'm just going to reach in here. What's the most important message that the sign of Libra needs to hear for this time period? And you have Sacred Pull. So this card, you know, is telling me, reminds me of the Emperor. This is telling me what happens in your love life during this time period is really going to depend on what's going on inside of you. So it's really a time to kind of make peace with yourself, make peace with the past, let go. I mean, you have the World, and you've got 3 tens here. You've got, I mean, the 10 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands, you've got the 10 of Swords under the Queen of Pentacles. It really is, here it is. It really is a time to kind of like let go of grudges and forgiveness. This is telling me that, you know, I'm surprised the Magician is not in this reading. This is telling me that you're powerful when it comes to your love life. That's probably why you have the Emperor, the Nine of Cups, and the Star. So how you're feeling about your love life throughout these 2 weeks, that's going to play a huge part to play in what happens. So if you're feeling kind of really just fed up here, completely fed up, drained, don't care anymore, whatever, if I stay single forever, then so be it, then that's what's going to happen. The Sacred Pull is just telling me you've got to be in a place where you're just kind of receptive and you're trusting. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to, if I can find the deck here, I'm going to pull a card from the Whispers of Love, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull one card, but I'm going to read from the book, and I want you to use your intuition about how this applies to your situation. So again, I'm going to read from the book when I pull the card. What message is there for the sign of Libra for November 26th through December 9th? What message is there for the sign of Libra for November 26th through December 9th? Okay, so once again, I'm just going to reach in here and see what comes up for you. And you have turn on your heart light. At the bottom it says allow yourself at this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love. So kind of very similar to what the Sacred Pull told you. Now let me just find this in the book and we will see how this applies to you. Again, use your intuition about what this really means for you. And listen to it twice if you need to. I'm just trying to see the number on here. Okay, 36. Okay, so again, use your intuition. It says, thinking of loving moments will enable you to open your heart. Taking time to draw on a memory of love reopens and heals your heart to receiving love. It is important to keep your heart light on broadcast. It actually says that. It is important to keep your heart light on and broadcast your love out into the world. Okay, Libra, this has been your weekly reading. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will speak to you again soon.